Hey everybody, hope you are doing well. Had a little bit of issues with technology this evening. So making sure the lights are right. We're hoping I do have new lights coming, but I was hoping they would be here before tonight, but they got delayed. It's all right. It is all right, all right, all right. Um, and no, I have not watched that movie recently. Um, Let me pull that back over here. And there are a few little things that I would like to share with you about what is going on in the world of Stampin' Up! Right now. If you are on my email list, then you know that Tuesday, which is tomorrow, July 23rd, is free shipping for qualifying orders over $75. $75 or more, and you get free shipping. Also, know that I just found out today that if you are an active Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I'm trying to sign in real quick so I can get these details correct. That, come on, work with me here, internet. uh, where's that? Bonus days are still going on. So any order of $50 or more placed gets you a $5 coupon code. Free shipping is July 23rd. That is tomorrow, midnight to midnight. I would do midnight to midnight Mountain Time just because that's how things fall. Also, tax-free holiday on things $100 or more for us here in Tennessee is Friday, July 26th through Sunday, July 28th. And I'm still trying to find the information about the paper pumpkin. I just saw it today. I know I shared it on Facebook. Let me go over there and find it real quick. And then we'll get to stamping. And we're going to use Spotlight on Nature, one of my favorite stamp sets. And I saw a card that I absolutely loved. So got to try it. All right, get to my page, to the home stuff. Here we go. Surprise, surprise, on July 23rd through the 25th, all active Paper Pumpkin subscribers can save up to 75% off on refills, past kits, and add-ons. So if you didn't happen to get some dies, and there were dies included with a quarter of Paper Pumpkins, those could be on sale. Whatever's online, that's what's on sale. It says what's even sweeter is that July 23rd is free shipping. So shop your favorite Paper Pumpkin products at a discounted price and don't worry about shipping on orders of $75 before tax. And any Paper Pumpkin purchase will count towards the bonus days, which is the $50 to get a $5 coupon code to use in August. So there's the three fun things that are happening. And then, of course, card class is Friday night. Because I bumped our Kits and Sips at Panera, that is Saturday. And I think that's about it. And I'm working out the final details on our Christmas in August card buffet. So stay tuned for those details. All right, shrink that, make this bigger so I can see it, and let's get crafting. All right, that big. Just makes it easier to see, and I might have to adjust my camera. I haven't played with that recently. My Zoom updated and I am struggling to find things. Second camera. I believe that's what it is. We shall see. That is exactly what it is. All right. So let's adjust this, make it a little taller. I tend to shove it out of my way when I'm not using it, so it gets readjusted a couple of times. And turn. Which direction makes you straight? I think that did it. So we're going to do Spotlight on Nature. And I have the stamps mounted. So let's get busy. We are using Country Woods Designer Series paper. And we're going to do some stamping and coloring and all that fun stuff. My friend Melissa told me about getting a craft ink pad. They usually come with a white refill. And instead of using the white, just set that bottle to the side and put your memento ink on it. And guess who is in love with that black ink pad? I know, but okay, I've got a smashy. I have a chamois over here close that I can use to clean my glass mat off, and hopefully it won't be too bad. We are going to stamp this one in the center. And I'm going to do it kind of high. And then I'm going to stamp one here. And one a little bit lower right there. All right, and because I have ink on my desk, on the glass mat, let's grab a chamois and get that cleaned off so we don't put our arms in it. I think last week I used a piece of grid paper and that got rid of all the glares and all that fun stuff. Okay, now let's pull in some of our blends. These are on the tax-free weekend. And I'm going to go with the dark shaded spruce and color in the stems. It's kind of like painting a mural on the side of a barn. And I thought it was a cool effect and I had to play. And I'm using the darker because obviously it's darker than the light. And I feel like it'll just show up a little better on the designer series paper. Just tracing down that stem. Isn't that gorgeous? I think I know that I don't stamp on designer series paper often enough. And sometimes I just forget that you can do that too. And it provides a beautiful effect. The stem. And looking up at it in the camera on the screen, I can see the design a little bit better than I can see it on the table, which is totally opposite of what usually happens. All right, now let's get these. I love that sheet of designer series paper. And in case you can't tell, I am partial to wood designs, wood grains, all that fun stuff. I mean, look at the wall behind me. That should give you a clue, right? Okay, now let's, I'm not going to use the light one. I'm going to lay it over here out of my way. Pull in the dark Poppy Parade. I just printed these labels on my P-Touch, I think it's P-Touch printer. And then a friend had shared the little labels for when they're in my ink pad shelf, that I can see which one's the dark and the light without pulling them all out. So I'm going to color this big flower. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Red. Or Poppy Parade is the proper color term. And I'm going to see, yeah, you can tell. But you know what? It's all right. It's a hand stamped and colored card. And I can put bling there and it'll be fine. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, I'm going to use a different color on, I've got, how many different colors over here? I'm not going to use that one in this card. Let's do this little one. Poppy Parade. This one. And let's do, this is light lemon lolly. Let's grab the dark lemon lolly. Let's see if it stands out. It does. And it looks different on both sides of that. Pop that lid off. And then let's do this one. And this one. The dark of the petal pink. That one's going to be hard to see, probably no matter what color it was going to be, because it's on that darker blues. All right. So we use dark petal pink, dark lemon lolly, and dark poppy parade. Those to the top. And we are going to put it on crumb cake. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And you can see where it colored. I don't even remember the demonstrator who shared it, but hers was beautiful. Don't know what colors she used, but I just grabbed some because it's like, I want it bright and poppy and being able to see. All right, there's that one. Let's put some of these pecan pie and clear ribboned adhesive backed dots on there. And I'm going to use the clear ones. Put this. How on earth do these work? There. Let's put this one right here. And you'll never see most of that. Woohoo! Just have to push it a little bit harder. With the take your pick tool, if you put a little putty out the end, it will hold onto the gem. So you just kind of lay it to the side and push. And let's put one right here. Kind of a triangle-ish effect. All right, there's that card. My stuff out of the way, and let's do the next one. We are going to start with, these are 1.5 basic white squares. And we are going to do this pretty little butterfly. And all of her is not going to fit on there, but we're going to get as much of her as we can. And we're going to do this one, this direction. And then, oh, it did all fit on there. And then we're going to do the technique that I showed you a couple of weeks ago for the reverse. So get your silicone mat, ink up your ink pad or your stamp. In one of the corners, stamp your butterfly or other image, whatever stamp set you're using, and then put it over your piece of cardstock. And I'm grabbing my bone folder so I can give it a good rub. Try not to stretch it. And I stretched it, so let's flip it over and do different. Stamp in the corner. All right, Brenda, don't stretch it. and lift. Much, much better. All right, let's stamp in this corner and do the same thing. And then I'm going to lay that to the side when we get done so that I don't take the time to clean it. And while we're on the video, just giving it a little good back rub without stretching the silicone mat. All right. And I know that's the side that has ink on it. Let me go get some blues. Hold on a second. All right. This is a card layout. I grabbed Night of Navy. I don't want Night of Navy. That my friend shared earlier, and I thought, oh, I'm going to do that. So we're going to use Blueberry Bushel. And there we go. So this is the beginnings of a little sketch that a friend shared. And then I think I'm going to go with Light Lemon Lolly. Butterflies come in many different colors. All right, and on these two, let's go with Lemon Lolly on the outsides. Hard to stop coloring. The brush tip, use it like a paintbrush and just kind of swipe it on there. Don't press hard because that'll ruin the tip of your blend. And now let's get some light pumpkin pie. And that tip of that one's messed up. So I'm switching to the bullet tip. Probably have a little more control with the bullet tips than you do with the brush tip. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna grab the dark pumpkin pie in just a second and give it some definition. Where the stamp already has the lines, that's a great place to add these little brush strokes. And that helps you get a little more buzzing, if that's what you want to call it. Let's do the same on this blue one. And dark on the molly. It is giving it a little bit more definition. Starting from the base of it and going out. That way, when I lift the brush up or the tip of the marker, it gives it that natural little lighter effect towards the end. All right. We're done with that. So now we're using another piece of the Country Woods Designer Series paper. This is on gray granite and smoky slate, because it brought out the colors in the Designer Series paper. Again, 4.5 or 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. All right, and let's put some adhesive back here. And put I'm going to add this little strip down the side to pull some of that over. I can tell I am used to using the Tombow glue. I'm going to put it close to the edge, about the same distance from the top to the bottom. And then I'm going to layer these little guys. I'm laying them on here first, so I make sure I've got enough space. And yep, got to come over. Okay, let's put some adhesive on this one. And I flipped it over like it had something stamped on it. Always. But this helps you make sure that you can line it up and get it where you want it before you smash it down. All right, now adhesive on this one. Come on. go. Kind of eyeballing to line up that tip and about the same space. And that's not right. There we go. This little guy up here. Let me know how you like these tonight. It's got a piece up on the front of it. We don't need that. Oh, he needs to stand up. And on this one, I've got the little stamp that says thanks. So let's stamp that directly onto the designer series paper. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. Don't know who it is. I just see that it says that there are several of you watching. So thanks for watching it live. Oh, and that's crooked, but you know what? That's me, right? Okay, and some of this pretty bling. We're going to go with these again. And I think if I put one here and here and there. How you like that? I like the colors. All right, one more and then we'll be done. I'm going to stamp directly on this designer series paper. It's also from the Country Woods, but we're going to do the leaf pattern. Let's go. Whoa, that made noise, but it didn't stamp on there. That's good. Sorry if that busted your eardrums. I'm really, really sorry. Get that cleaned off. The chamois is kind of damp, so it's not leaving a huge water puddle behind. All right, and now our dark shaded spruce. I'm going to do all the outlines and then I'll grab the light shaded spruce. Because this designer series paper is a little bit lighter in places than the other one was. you decide to make this, please share your pictures so I can see what you're doing, and use some of the stamps that you've already got at home. It doesn't have to be the Spotlight on Nature, as pretty as it is. Just use what you've got. Share those, see what you can come up with. I like doing cards without a specific sentiment on it, because then I can use the design or the pretty for whatever I want to send on the inside. So I feel like I've started doing a few more of those. Yes, I like adding sentiments too, but sometimes you just want one and it's like, oh, I really like that card for that person, but it says this and I need it to say this. So I find myself doing a few more without any sentiments on there. Thanks, Becky. I saw your comment. Almost done. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Which night is it? Today is I think Wednesday is, it is. Wednesday is Kits and Sips on Zoom. So if you so inclined and want to hang out and be on Zoom and make some work, whatever you're working on, you're welcome to join us on Zoom. We have a good time. We work for a couple of hours, whatever we're working on, whether it's card making, scrapbooking, diamond dots, crafting, and spending a little bit of time with friends. That is what it's all about. I think one person crocheted one night. This is kind of cool. Not sure which one I like better, the flowers on the side of the barn or fence, or these, like they're painted on the side of a fence. I'll pull that other card in just a minute. And then you can tell me which one you like. Let's get the light shaded spruce. I know I brought it over here. I did. And we're going to use a brush tip because it's a little faster. That tip's a little mashed on this one too. Let me trim it. Perfect. And that way it doesn't get the extra little hairies on the rest of it. Isn't that neat how that just kind of fills that in? That truly does look like it's painted the side of the barn. All right. Oops. Let's see a little. There we go. This is Smoky Slate. It's more of the gray that was in that one. Start to say you cannot see hardly on that one where you can barely see the leaves where it colored through, but that's some dark wood grain right there. Make sure it's right side up. And some pretty bling. Come on. Don't make a flibber out of me. Come off of there. This one right here. These are neat. This one. You see the design in those? It's like it's got little, it calls it ribbon. Pecan pie and clear ribboned adhesive back gems. They're kind of flat. You can see. I like those. Just a little bit different than what we usually have. All right, there's our 3 cards tonight. Let me pull them back over here into the spotlight. Clean up a little bit of this so we got room to lay them over here. Well, I was trying to get them all in the screen. There we have them. I think that kind of did it. It's not as big of an awful delayer. This one's pretty cool. I kind of wish I would have made those the darker red, and I may fix that. Let's just do that. It won't go through the cardstock, I don't think. That petal pink is hard to see on there. There's one more right here. There, I think I like that better. And it did not go through the cardstock. All right, there are the cards for tonight. Let me hold them up individually again. Get you guys out of the way. I will put a piece of basic white on the inside so that you can write and it's a little bit easier to read for my old eyes. So there's the spotlight on nature. It looks like you've painted on the side of the barn. These just kind of popped out the butterflies and we did the reverse. And then here's just painting on the side of the barn. Again, instead of just that, we've got just the greenery. Isn't that neat? All right. Thanks for watching. Remember the specials that are going on this week. The free shipping day is tomorrow, midnight to midnight Mountain Time. So that would be 2 a.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern Time. And then the up to 75% off on some of the paper pumpkin products. That's for 3 days. So it starts tomorrow as well. And the tax-free holiday for school supplies, as that list was emailed. I've emailed it twice. If you still need it, just let me know and I'll be happy to share that again. What else? And Wednesday evening, if you want to join for creating with me on Zoom, that would be fun. All right. Have a great night and I'll see you again. Thank you for watching and I appreciate every like, thumbs up, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. Feel free to share it with your friends and happy crafting. I want to see what you make. I'll post a link to this video on the Facebook page. So just post your products or your pictures of your projects in the comments. Have a great week. Do something fun for yourself and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.